It's that time again, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. On the 13th of January, 2021, I tried to start the live a little early, get everybody caught up. Like you guys know, if you've been here before, it takes a minute for me to catch up with everything to get connected, get rolling. Welcome to another Wired for Crappie Live. Hope y'all are doing well. Don't forget, guys, when you come on, drop me a comment, tell me hello, tell me where you're from. I like to say hello to everybody, so when you guys get on, please make sure you say hello to Wired for Crappie, okay? Let me know where you're tuning in from. I think the furthest that I've seen is Canada. Well, no, we had some Californias. That's probably further than Canada. Well, it depends on what part of Canada. But anyway, we reached outside the United States. That's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, drop me a hello. Let me know where you're from when you get on, okay, guys? Like the thumbnail says, we got big news tonight. We got big news. I'm excited about tonight. Tonight's going to be a good night. I can't wait to get into it with you guys. And it has been, well, I'm excited. So we're going to get into it. And we will make that announcement here in just a little bit. But let me say hello to everybody. Let's see. Who do we got on tonight? Larry Merrick from Dayton. What's going on? He says he's going out tomorrow with his brand new ACC crappie sticks. He says, thanks, Blake and Misty. That's good. Crickwater Crappie Company. What's going on? Harold Stamey from Rockwood. Hello, Joseph Thaxton from Macon. What's going on, Joseph? Georgia Bill. He says, you'll love it, Larry. Phil Pickett. Hello, Wired family from Elkhart, Illinois. What's going on, Phil? There's old Mr. Phil. Got a new look for the live tonight, guys. So if you can tell, everything's a little bit different. When your comments pop up on the screen, they're a little bit different. It was driving me crazy, guys, that your comments would come up on the screen and it was cutting off half my face. So, I was like, God, I got to find something different. So I started trying to figure out this StreamYard and figure out what's going on with it. And this is what I come up with. So I hope you guys like that. And down here in the bottom, let me get rid of Mr. Phil. Down here in the bottom, you see rolling across your screen is our discount codes. So check out your discount codes. Those are for you guys, okay? Those discount codes are for you guys to save some of your hard-earned money. That's one thing. When I partner with someone for the channel, I love for them to give you guys that discount code that helps you guys out and saves you guys a little bit of moolah. So anyway, right down there, boom, check that banner out for your discount codes. And yeah, it's a new look. I like it. And of course, Wired for Crappie was born and bred on the orange, so I went with orange, right? I like the orange. I think it gives a good accent to the logo, obviously. The Wired for Crappie logo right there. Bam! You guys know it. But I like the orange. So anyway. All right. Let's see. Where we at? Georgia Bill, hello. Stephen Martin, hello, everybody. Glad to make it a live. I've missed the past few. I just purchased a power drive trolling motor with the iPilot. Did I make a mistake? Should have I gotten the Tarova? Stephen, no, you didn't make a mistake. I started with a power drive V2. Is the trolling motor, and I fished with that trolling motor for years. So yeah, I mean it's a good trolling motor. Any Minn Kota product is a good trolling motor. It just depends on like I said, how you fish, how you like to fish, and where you fish. But yes, the power drive trolling motor from Minn Kota is a good motor. Scott Pace, how's it going? Yeah, Scott, I hear you. Roll Tide. So. If you watched the national championship game, Alabama won the national championship. Congratulations to Alabama. They are a powerhouse team. There's no doubt about that. You've got the ones that love them and the ones that hate them, but you can't deny that they're a powerhouse. They always have been, always will be, I think. But congratulations to the Bama fans and to Alabama on their win. Terry Gear says, hello, everyone. Ready for huge news. I am too. I'm so excited. I'm pumped. This is probably going to be my favorite live today. I mean, I can't wait. This is going to be good stuff. So we're going to get into that here in just a little bit. Ashley Coffee, what's going on? Hope all is doing well. It is. Alan Wetzel, what's going on, buddy? Woo! I'm dropping jigs in my lap. I'm going to get hooked. Speaking of hooks, that was a good lead-in right there, boy. I didn't even see that coming, but that was a good lead-in. Mr. Curtis Hobbs with light wire hooks. Actually, I'm playing with one of Curtis's hooks right here in my hand. That's one of the Curtis Hobbs light wire hooks right there. Does that look familiar, Curtis? Curtis could probably tell me when he sent that to me. He probably knows what day and what batch that was made in. So anyway, if you guys hadn't checked out Lightwire hooks, check out Curtis at Lightwire. He's got some great hooks, and without a doubt, second to none as far as quality and sharpness. My gosh, I felt a lot of hooks lately, Curtis, that have just not been sharp. I think a lot of people are getting their hooks overseas now, and they're just not sharp. I mean, you can hang a hook. You should be able to hang a hook on your thumb and it stick. So you see how I've got that, actually my thumb's pointed down right now. It kind of doesn't look like it, but you should be able to hang that hook on your thumb and it stay, okay? That's a sharp hook. If you get a hook that doesn't stay on your thumbnail, it's not sharp. So anyway, been getting a lot of hooks lately that aren't sharp. So Curtis Hobbs, great hooks. Check him out, lightwirehooks.com, and he'll hook you up. Thing I like about Mr. Old Curtis there is he'll make them the way you want them. So whatever hook you want in them, color, shape, size, he'll make them how you want them. He's really great about that. So Curtis, I hope you're doing well. Hope the eye's healing well. And I said I needed to call you. I still do. We need to get together, Curtis. And you had a question. What'd you say? You're going to have some competition next tournament. All I'm saying. I don't know who you're talking about. Are you coming? Are you going to be there? You're going to have to elaborate on that one, Curtis. I'm curious now. Heidi Clark from Idaho. Hey, Heidi. Big O, hello, Matt, Wired fam from Clarks Hill, Lake George. What's up, Blake? Big O. Blake Hawk, what's up, everybody? Hope all is well. What's going on, Blake? Jamie Nelson from West Kentucky. What's going on, Jamie? Clint Mayer from, boy, I'm behind. I got to catch up. Got Clint Mayer, Stephen from Holly Springs, North Carolina. Thanks for hosting. You're welcome, sir. Mike S. from Texas. What's up? Ronnie Harris, as always. Hello, hello. Yeah, he says roll tide. Josh Sanders from Chick. What's going on, Josh? Guys, we got 107 on. Smash that like button for me if you don't care. If you like the content and you're glad to be here, smash that like button so everybody else knows it's good content. Please, got 107 people on. That's going to grow. 107 people in the first 9 minutes. Not bad, not bad. 109, going up. All right, let's see here. Chad Hillard, Larry McBride. Ted, hello, hello. George Bill, what's going on? Sid Lewis from Jackson, Mississippi. Hello, hello. Robert Love, hello. Todd Pell, hello. JT's All Outdoors. Hello, hello. Oh, by the way, guys, we're going to give something away tonight, too. And we're going to give something special away, okay? I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm not going to tell anything other than that. But we got to give away. So if you're on right now, we got 113 on. If you're on right now, do not get off because we're going to give something away. And it is special. Very, very, very special to me. So don't go anywhere. 118 on right now. And hang in there because we're going to give some stuff away here in just a little bit. You guys are not going to want to miss it, okay? So we will get to that here in just a minute. I want to get through all the hellos. Crappie Kev, what's up? Adam Romans, what's going on? Heath McDaniel, hello, good evening. Carolina Slab, yo, what's up? Rob from Ontario, Canada. There's the Canada in the house, guys. Check it out. There's my beautiful wife, Miss Laura. She says, here to find out the exciting news. Dave from Kerr Lake, Virginia. Slab Buster, what's up? Daryl Quarles from Birchwood, Tennessee. Hello. Shameless Fishing, what's going on? Karen H from Chicago, the Windy City. What's going on, Karen? Dustin Adams. He says, Dustin Adams says, yes, sir. Got an ACC dock shooter breaking in tomorrow. Well, good luck with it. Don't break it in too much. You know what I'm saying? But you'll love it. They're great rods. I absolutely love them. I love everything about them, the quality, the backbone, the reel seat, the handles, the eyes. I mean, you're really going to like it. So let us know how that goes tomorrow, Dustin. Let's see. Marshall Barton. Slab Buster says, man, like the new discount banner on the screen, need to change the color to crimson though. I probably should have went with crimson tonight. You're probably right. I'll tell you what, just because I'm a nice guy, let's see here. How do I do this? Hang on. Bear with me. Hang on. We're going to get there. Just because I'm a nice guy tonight, we'll fly the Alabama red, okay? We'll fly the crimson for the Alabama fans in the house tonight. Is that cool? Y'all good with that? Everybody good with that tonight? Major props to them. Winning a national championship, especially with everything that happened this past year, is really cool. So really, really happy for them. Really happy for the Alabama fans out there. So we'll fly that tonight. Everybody good with that? Just for the night, then we'll go back to orange. Everybody good? 125 on. Guys, that is our highest live participation to date. So thank y'all for that. If you're on tonight, we got big news. We're going to get to that in just a minute, and we're giving some stuff away that you will not want to miss. If you have followed my lives over the last year or however long we've been doing lives, you're not going to want to miss the giveaway tonight, okay? So stick on there. Stick with us. We're going to get to that just shortly, all right? Addicted to Archery. Hello from Old Fort. What's going on? Air Run says, what's best color jig for cold 45-degree water? Murky water, black and chartreuse. Lamar says, hello, Matt from Alabama. Kenny Sparks, evening, Matt. Donald McQuilling from Louisville, Kentucky. Making waves, hello. Robert Johnson, hello. B.A. Fishing, what's going on, man? George Hamby, what's going on? Romero Davis, Dave Thompson. Milton Barnes, what's going on? From Mesquite, Texas. Eddie Gregg. Heath McDaniel, how's the boat motor going for you? The boat motor is fixed, guys. That is not the big news, okay? But the boat motor is fixed. So this past week, I was blessed to be able to take Chris from Asleep at the Reel fishing, and we absolutely slayed the crappie. It was a great day. We had a lot of fun, caught a lot of fish. Was able to get back out there on the water, and the motor did great. So I want to thank you guys again for everything y'all did last week to help me get back on the water. That was a huge blessing, and I want to thank you guys for that. With the super chats that came in and just the well wishes and even the messages I received after the live from people that just offered their help to come help fix it, to come do what they can. I even had one guy tell me, hey, you can come get in my boat and you can use my boat if you need to use my boat. I mean, I had all kinds of messages and stuff from you guys. Thank y'all so much for that. I appreciate it. I do my own motor work, so I can't. If I need to swap pistons, I'm up a creek without a paddle. But for the most part, I do everything externally on the motor myself. I've even done some reed valves and things like that. I've been inside the interior of the motors, but of some of my motors. But I try to do most of it myself. I'm blessed to be able to do that. And we were able to get parts, and we were able to get her back on the water. So. We're rocking and rolling. I did not get a chance to film that because I actually did it like late one night. It was like 12 to 2 when I did that. But I'm talking PM to AM. It was late, and I just wasn't thinking straight. So got that done and got back on the lake. But anyway, thank you for asking. I appreciate it, Heath. Ricky Ingram, what's up? Wade Burris, hello. 122 watching, guys. Man, stick with us. That's all I can say. 125. We are going to give some stuff away, and we're going to get to the big news here in just a minute. But man, I hate missing you guys. I don't want to just jump to it and not say hello to everybody. So just bear with us. I'm gonna say our hellos. We're flying the Alabama Crimson down there. It's getting good. We're getting a real deal tonight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're going all out tonight. So let's see, Paul. Good evening, Matt. Paul on the chick. What would be the cost to change jet drive to prop drive? And is the jet drive worth anything on trade or for resale? Thank you, Paul. You'd have to change the whole lower unit. And I don't know what motor you have. It really depends on what motor you have, but I'm pretty sure you'd have to do a whole lower unit swap. And you're talking thousands of dollars for lower units. So, depending on what motor you have. C219, what's up from Clarks Hill? Romero Davis, hello. Virgil McMurray, hello. Lamar Ingram says, roll tide. Going to be a big night, Blake Hawk says. Going to be a big night. It is going to be a big night. Josh said, I was going to give a super chat, but can't support anything crimson colored. Trader. Look, hey, you got to give props. You got to give credit where credit is due, Josh. I mean, come on now. I go Big Orange too, but hey, you got to give credit. They've got it going on in Alabama. They know how to win championships. And they played their hearts out this year. Perfect season, especially with everything that was going on. We'll fly crimson for tonight. Okay. So anyway, we'll move past that one. All right. George Hamby says, everybody hit that like button, please. Come on, guys. Smash that like button for me. Terry Landry. Terry says, same thing. Josh Sanders. Come on, guys. Now y'all got to give super chats. Y'all can't do me like that. Adam says, that's what's up. Roll Tide. Dr. Jack, hey, heard you ran into some of my friends on Fort Loudon. Yes, I did. Ran into some people that knew Dr. Jack, and we started talking to them. They knew who Wired for Crappie was, and good people for sure. Actually, you're going to see them in one of my videos here in the next couple weeks. So we said our hellos and did a little filming of them. But anyway, all right, so Tim Payne, what's up? David A. Smith from Crossville. What's going on? I hunt over towards Crossville. Did some hunting over there this year. But did a little deer hunting over that way. Tyler Key, what's going on? Ernest Cole Fishing. Late but here. Hey, better late than never, my friend. All right, so I've caught up on all the hellos. We still got 123 watching. Let's talk a little bit about, first of all, let's talk a little bit about Crappie Cove. So you see the discount code down there, Crappie Cove, 10% off with the discount code Wired. And guys, I don't know if I want to talk about Pro Staff for a minute, just real quick. All right. So I am actually a part of Crappie Cove's Pro Staff. The sponsors you see on the channel, I am a part of each sponsor's pro staff, but I've never really considered myself a pro fisherman. I've always considered myself an angler and a teacher. I've never really considered myself a pro staff, but I wanted to kind of clarify that, and because I've been asked that question a few times this week, and I also wanted to let everybody know that Crappie Cove's pro staff consists of myself, Asleep, and we have a new pro staff member, Keith Aker. So you guys can look him up. He has a Facebook page, Keith Aker, and he has actually been added to the pro staff this week as well. So congratulations to him. I don't know if he's watching tonight or not, but I want to say congratulations to him. Great guy from what I understand, and a really, really good crappie fisherman as well. So, I'd kind of like to get together with some of these guys and maybe do some fish offs and maybe do some competition type stuff with them. I think it'd be kind of fun if we could collaborate at some point in time and just do a little bit of collaboration, a little bit of one-on-one, something like that. But anyway, just kind of wanted to just touch on that a little bit. Tracy Maxwell, hey Matt, finally getting a chance to watch live. What's going on, Tracy? Hey guys, hit the like button, guys. Wired challenge. Share one thing you've learned that helped you most from this channel. That's pretty cool. Yeah, guys, let me know what's helped you most. Roger T said Crappie Cove 10%. Heck yeah. Well, there's a reason, okay? There's a reason I told you guys about the 10% off Crappie Cove discount. All right? There's a reason I told you about that just now. And I don't know if you guys are ready for it or not. I really don't. I really don't know if everybody's ready for the big news. I'm one of them guys, I can't wait till the end of everything to throw it out there. It's like, I got to get it out. I got to get it out. So it's eating at me. I don't know if you guys are ready or not. I don't know. It's gonna take some people by storm, I'm afraid. So I don't know if you guys are ready for it yet. But anyway, so I fished with Chris this last week. It was a lot of fun. Creole catfishing says, seen this in my – well, thank you for checking it out. Thank you for being with us. Listen, we're about teaching people how to catch more fish. We're about teaching people how to catch more crappie. It's what Wired Crappie is all about. And I think the Wired fam here will tell you that I try to do my best to answer every question while you're on here. So if you have any questions or anything, Creole, hit me up. Let me know what you got, and I will try my best to answer them, buddy. Let's see. Ernest says, try out the stump bug last weekend. Those are legit crappie catchers. There ain't no doubt about it. The stump bug is on fire. There's just no doubt about that. You can just catch crappie all day long on a stump bug. And as a matter of fact, you can catch them all day long on one stump bug as long as you don't break it off and they don't tear that bait up. So that's what I like about them the most is you can literally catch 25, 30, 40, 50 fish on one bait. As long as you don't break it off on a tree limb or on the dock, you can keep catching fish on it. It don't tear. That's my favorite thing about a bonehead tackle jig is they are durable. So 132 watching, guys. Smash that like button, please. Please, please. It is an all-time high for our lives. We are growing, guys. We are growing quick. Look, Creole Catfish got something for us. We call them sac-a-lait here in Louisiana. That's how I got my start. Man, I tell you, sac-a-lait, I've heard that term for years. Had a lot of people that I've talked with over the years out of Louisiana. Do you know? I can see their bait in my head. They're going to kill me for not knowing it. Golly. They're going to kill me. I had a booth beside them at the fishing show several years back, and I can't remember. It's a little trailer, Creole. It's a little crappie trailer. Oh, I can see their logo. It's a crappie with his eyeballs coming out. Golly, it's going to kill me. I can't remember. I can't remember that bait for the life of me. It's a little trailer that goes on the back of your hook. But they're in Louisiana. They used to tell me sac-a-lait all the time too. They'd call me and say, "Quit saying crappie, my gosh." Anyway, crappie psychic. Do you know crappie psychic? I knew it'd come back to me. Crappie psychic. I used to talk to them a lot, and good people. They're out of Louisiana too. All right, I'm ready. Heidi says. Dun-dun-dun-dun. George Hamby says, I just put a right height turret on my boat in place of my fishing specialties mount. What a mistake on my part. In place of my fishing specialties mount, what a mistake on my part. George, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, the fishing specialties pole is the way to go. I'm just saying, I've seen and used a lot of the other products. I'm not going to say they're bad products. I'm just going to say Fishing Specialties has got it going on. They've just got it figured out. There's such a thing as too complex, okay? And there's something to be said about simplistic equipment that works. And Fishing Specialties is just that. It's a simplistic pole that just works, and it works over and over and over. It works every time you go out. It works every time you pick it up. It just works. So I'm a fan of simplistic equipment that works. That's just me. I like it. I like it. Okay. Now let's talk about simplistic equipment that works. All right. Michael Lawrence, living life with Loris is growing so fast. How exciting for Matt and the Wired fam. We are growing, guys. We're growing fast. I love to see the growth. It's absolutely, hey, living life with Laura knew the answer. I should have looked. She said, crappie psychic. Duh. Let's see. Let's see. Kenny Sparks said, hope it's a live scope. No, it's not a live scope. It's better. 140 watching, guys. Smash that like button. Stick with us. We're going to give some stuff away. And I got big news. Big news. Matt, believe me, it will be back on my boat ASAP. Fishing Specialties is coming back. George, I bet you won't get rid of it again. Hey, we all gotta experiment. We all gotta learn. That's part of fishing. That's part of learning. Is you experiment with new things, and you know you live and learn. You live and learn, and you know. But hey, Fishing Specialties coming back to George's boat. That's what I'm talking about. All right, living life with Laura says, what's the news? Come on, get it over with. All right, let's talk about it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? All right, so the reason I talked about Crappie Cove earlier and the reason I gave you the wired discount at Crappie Cove is because I've been chomping at the bit, guys. I've been waiting and I've been waiting and I've been waiting and I just can't wait no more. I done told them, I said, if you make me wait one more week, I am going to explode. I'm going to blow up. I'm going to get in my truck and I'm going to drive it into the lake. I can't wait no more. I got to tell people about it. So, like I promised you guys, I called Bonehead and I talked to Bonehead about our pumpkin and chartreuse stump bug. And I told him I got to have it. I just got to have it. I can't do without it. They can't do without it. And I need the pumpkin and chartreuse stump bug. And they said, Matt, we hear you. And we've been getting the emails. I said, good. That's good. What you got for me? They said, we're going to get it. I said, when? They said, don't tell anybody yet. It's coming. Let us figure it out. We got to get the color right again. I said, okay, come on. Well, guess what? They're in production, guys. The pumpkin and chartreuse is in production. It's coming. Now, why'd I give you the Crappie Cove? Because guess what we were able to get pulled through with Bonehead is the pumpkin and chartreuse stump bug will be at Crappie Cove as an exclusive color. It's going to be a wired for Crappie Cove exclusive. You will only be able to get it through Crappie Cove. Okay? So, you got your discount code. You got your pumpkin chartreuse coming to Crappie Cove, and they should be in next week. What? That's what I'm talking about. Let me show you. So, who's excited? I am. Now, I'm saying pumpkin and chartreuse, guys. That's it right there. That was one of the last 13 packs in America. Not no more. The name of this bait, okay? Bonehead has a name for this bait. It is called Grasshopper. Can you guys see that? See, that sticker's faded. It's so old. Look at that. The name of that bait is Grasshopper. That is your pumpkin and chartreuse stump bug coming to Crappie Cove for you guys. They heard you guys. They got the emails from you guys. And by me calling and talking to them and telling them what we wanted to do, with the help of Crappie Cove and you guys and myself, we were able to get this color pushed through. We will have this color for you guys, hoping next week. They also obviously have to ship, and if they get hung up in shipping, then we won't have them next week. But as early as next week, you will be able to get on crappiecove.com or call the store and order these. We will do a live. We will do social media posts. We will put everything out there in full force as hard as we can when these are available. So as soon as they come in, we will let everyone know, and you guys can start ordering those. Okay. So in light of those coming to us next week, we're going to give some away tonight. So how many packs should I give away? Let's see. I don't know. You guys know I love them. You guys know it. But I got to give some away. I got to let you guys get some baits, right? I mean, people have been asking me for months and months and months to give these away, and I'm going to do it tonight. And everybody's going to say, well, yeah, you're giving them away because you're getting a bunch in. Well, yeah, I am. And yeah, I understand. You're going to be able to get them now, but I'm giving them away for free. So you don't have to go buy them. Good Lord, my wife is crazy. She said, give away 10, love. I only got 13 packs up there. You crazy woman? She done lost her mind. 144 watching, guys. Hey, I'm telling you, guys, y'all are going to want to pick up these baits. I'm not going to give away too much from the shows that are coming up with me and Chris, but I let Chris use these when he was up here this past week, and trust me, he will buy some. Okay? Trust me, he will buy some. So, I can't wait, guys. It's extremely, I'm so extremely happy. It is going to be really, really good for you guys because it's a dynamite color. They are not going to put this color, listen, they are not going to put this color back into their color pattern. This will not be on Bonehead's website. The only place you will be able to buy these baits is Crappie Cove, okay? So Bonehead was reluctant to put the color back in their color wheel, but we were able to talk them into an exclusive color at Crappie Cove. Okay. So it's going to be really cool. It's going to be really good for you guys because you guys can deal with some great customer service. If you've bought from Crappie Cove, you know probably the best customer service I've ever had or seen. They are just as sweet as can be up there. Jamie up there is tremendous, and all of them are tremendous up there. But anyway, you can call there. The number, the website, everything is right down there in that banner with your discount code, and you can get those from Crappie Cove. Okay. So what do you think? You guys happy? I know there's comments. I need to go through there and look, but what do you think, guys? Are you guys happy? Is that okay? Is that big news okay? Is that big news to you guys? That's big news to me because trust me, we worked extremely hard, and you guys worked extremely hard, sending emails, telling them you needed the color, telling them you wanted the color. It was a collaboration of all of us that made this happen. So, and thank you to Bonehead. Look, at the end of the day, that all rests on Bonehead, right? It all rests on them. They heard you. They heard us, and they said, yeah, let's do it. So thank you to them. Thank you to Bonehead. They're taking time out of their molding week or month or year or however you want to look at it. They're taking time and man hours to print those for us or to mold those for us. So thank you to them. They're awesome, without a doubt. So, and you guys are awesome. So what was that? Hang on. Okay. So let's see what all comments we got. Where did we stop? I'm trying to find where I left off, guys. Give me a minute. Golly, you guys, I'm behind on comments. Ain't no doubt. All right, we're back in action here. Dustin guessed it right about the time I said it. Bonehead new color reveal announcement. Yeah. Let's see. Ashley said, I'm with Laura. You boiled them beans long enough. Spill them. Spit it out, man. Love the Wired fam. Keep up the great work. What did I win? That's funny. Called it, Dustin said. Let's see. Nice. That's great. Woohoo! 10 packs, Daryl says. Cool move. Nice. Blake, can we pre-order? I'll take 15 packs. Guys, listen. Pre-orders. We're not doing pre-orders, okay? And let me tell you guys why we're not doing pre-orders. Because we don't want to take a bunch of pre-orders and then let's say, God forbid, they get lost in the mail and they can't be found. They're just poof, gone. Then you guys are already ordered product and you're sitting there waiting on it. So we want to get this product in-house. Then we'll release everything and we'll start taking orders and shipping it out to you guys. I hope that's okay. I hope you guys are all right with that. But right now, with everything, it's still crazy. Shipping is still crazy right now. We just want to make sure that we cover all our bases before we start taking orders on these. But it will be soon, okay? It's coming. They're already printing them. I was told they were running them 2 days ago, and they would be finished up running them by the end of the week, and they'll be shipping out by the end of the week with all that they're running for us, okay? So, and you guys will be able to order. We've got enough coming. So you guys will be able to order as many as you want, okay? So pre-orders, I'm sorry, not taking those. I see actually several pre-order. Like I said, Wired for Crappie will do a live. I'll put it on my Facebook page. I'll put it on my Instagram page. I'll put it on, Crappie Cove will put it on their page. Everybody will put it out. All right, you guys will be able to get it. It'll be on my personal Facebook page. Trust me, you guys will be able to know. You will know when these are in. We will do it right, do it big, and everyone will be aware that these are in. Okay, so. Heidi said, I sent an email after last week's live. I know you did, Heidi, because they called and told me. I got a call from Bonehead, and they said, hey, man, are you telling people to email? I said, I have been for like 3 months. What are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, we know. Who's Heidi? I was like, ooh, okay. Ian says, I was about to say, looks like Grasshopper. They've had that for years. They discontinued it, I think. I still have 1 or 2 packs. Yes, Ian, they discontinued Grasshoppers. They discontinued this bait a while back, actually. It's been over a year that they've discontinued that. So they actually discontinued them and did a buyback from some of their vendors, and I bought all that they had, and I was getting ready to get a little low. I was below 15 packs back there, which wasn't making me comfortable. So I'm glad they're coming. Very, very glad. Slabbuster says, should be called the Mat Hopper now. That's funny. I like that. I'm gonna put in a word for that. Mat hopper. We should call that mat hopper. That's pretty good right there. I like that. That has a ring to it. Do you guys think that has a ring to it? I like that. Shipping has been really slow. It really has been. It really has. All righty now, sweet. Crappie Cove is awesome to work with. Bought my son's Christmas from there. Awesome people to deal with. Yes, they are. They really are. Crappie Cove is, like I said, some of probably the best customer service in the business. So there's no doubt about that. So, Milton Barnes said she's got it going on 10. George Bill says, are they good for all water conditions? Well, I have been successful in clear water and I've been successful in dirty water with them. Not muddy. I'll say stained. Muddy water, they get a little lost because the chartreuse isn't as bright as I would like it to be for muddy water. But for stained water and clear water, and I'm talking moderately stained, what I mean by muddy is chocolate milk, okay? If you see chocolate milk, probably not the best color, but sweet tea, you'd be okay with it. A coffee color, you'd be okay with it. Clear water for sure, but probably not muddy, okay? Heath McDaniel said, sure would like their injection mold. Yeah, me and you both, bud. But I think the most important part over top of the mold is the density of the plastic. The density of the plastic is incredible. It's unlike any other, and it just works. It just catches fish, and a lot of fish on one bait, and that's my favorite thing about them. So the density is where it's at, and it's spot on. Crappie Cab, she's going to give all your tackle away. It would take her a long time to give all my tackle away. I am a tackle junkie, so yeah, it would be it'd be a chore for her. Well, probably not. She'd probably just put it on here and it'd be gone in a day, or probably not even a day. Anyway, let's hope she doesn't. That would be bad. Larry says, this is a good question. Good question, Larry. So is it going to be a one-time run? Do we need to stock up forever? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be a one-time run, but I would stock up just in case. I want to, well, I hate to tell people buy everything, that we have, but it's hopefully not going to be a one-time run. Hopefully it'll be a Crappie Cove exclusive color for now until Crappie Cove decides they don't want to carry them anymore, if that ever happens. But yes, that's all I know right now. So hopefully no. Hopefully it will be an ongoing thing. Brian Connor, what's going on? Well, Ian says it works. Been using it for years. Well, Ian, now you have a place to go buy more. So if you only have a pack or two left, you can go to Crappie Cove and you can get you some more next week. So, and it's only going to be in the stump bug, guys. They're only running the stump bug for us. We were able to get them, and Bonehead said, if we just wanted in one profile, we can probably make it work, but we can't do it in all four profiles. And we're like, nope, stump bug's good. Just get us the stump bug. Just get us the stump bug. And they're like, okay, we can do the stump bug. So it's just going to be in the stump bug right now. I've used it in the slim stick a little bit, and I've caught fish with it, but you know me, I like that stump bug. So, all right, so guys, if you're on right now, still got 130 on. If you're on right now, stick with us. We're going to give away some of these grasshoppers. Boom! And we're going to get those in the mail to you. We'll give some of those away before we leave here tonight. But stick with us, and we'll get to that here in just a little bit. Let's answer some questions. Does anybody have any crappie related questions? Water temperatures this last week were 41 degrees, and the fish were showing it. They were lethargic. They were a little bit cantankerous. They wanted to eat. They wanted to feed. But they were a little reluctant to do so. So you could get them to bite. You just had to hold a bait in front of them for a little while until they would bite. Tom A., thank you for the super chat, Tom. 10-foot ACC crappie sticks back in stock. Mine on the way. Sweet. That's awesome. Thank you for the super chat, Tom. Guys, if you're on tonight and you don't know what a super chat is, a super chat is a way right down below your comment section. There's a little money symbol. That's a super chat. You can click on that. You can give. It is a donation to the channel. Helps keep me on the water. Helps keep me making great content for you guys. It's a blessing to me and to the channel to get those super chats from you guys. I don't take it lightly because I know you guys work hard for what you give. So thank you, Tom. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for the super chat. Always, always, always a blessing for me, and I appreciate you very much. Also, guys, if you have something that you really need answered tonight and you don't think I'm going to get to it because I'm so far behind like I am tonight, you can also drop a super chat. It pops up on the top of my screen and tells me, it highlights it, pops up on the top of the screen and tells me there's something that needs attention right now. So if you've got something that you need answered, you can always put it in the super chat. They allow you to put a sentence or a comment in there just like Tom did, and I'll get to it immediately, okay? So thank you, Tom. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for super chat. Glad you got your 10-foot ACC coming. They are really great rods. I need to get a 10 and a 12 coming myself because I need another 10 and another 12. Let's see. Go back up here. Heidi says, I'm happy to hear it. Yes. Slab Buster says, why do they not want to make that color? They must not sell many. Usually why they stop making a color. So I've said this before. The owner of Bonehead now is not the owner of previous. So the previous owner did not do as, in my opinion, okay, this is solely my opinion. So don't call Bonehead and tell them they don't know what they're doing because they do. This is the previous owner, and this is my opinion. I don't feel like the previous owner did as well of pushing the bait and advertising as the current owner does and the current staff with Bonehead. The current staff and owner with Bonehead are pushing, driving, advertising, doing what they can to get the baits out there. I don't feel like that happened a lot before with the previous owner. And because of that, their baits, they had certain colors that did not sell well. They had baits in general that did not sell well. So when the new owner took over, they actually said, okay, what are our best sellers? Just like any new owner would do. Where's our highest movers? What's our highest movers? They looked at that and they said, this is what we're going to start with, and we'll grow on it later if we want to. But we need to start with what we know works. And that's what they started with, and they're still in that stage. They're growing their color selection a little bit as they go. They threw some new colors in this last year. I guess this is a new year. Last year they threw in some glow colors. So they're kind of building back up a color selection as far as they have a lot of good colors right now. Don't get me wrong. They've got a lot. They don't have like 3 colors. They got 25, 30 colors, but they're building back up, and they started with what moved and what they knew would work. So that's kind of the history of Bonehead and what happened there. And that's, again, my opinion. That is not fact as far as the previous owner is concerned, but the current owners they're rock stars. They're doing a great job with it, and they make a great bait. So that's what happened there. It's not because it wasn't a good bait. Does that make sense? Milton asked the same question. Do they work in dingy and clear? Yes, they do. Looks like a Zoom bullfrog color. Kind of does, yeah, actually. Alan said if they're as durable if they are so durable, you only need a couple packs, Matt. Lots of laughs. Yeah, until you fish brush or docks and you lose a whole pack of jigs and baits. I lose about 12 jigs a trip or more. With live scope, it's gotten a little better, but if you're a crappie fisherman and you fish brush, docks, stake beds, whatever, you're going to get hung and lose baits. So that's just the nature of crappie fishing. Pumpkin chartreuse, best color for lakeside fish. It's a staple. Pumpkin chartreuse has been used in all kinds of fishing since fishing began, bass and all. So, including crappie. So anyway, they're coming, and I'm excited, and I'll have some more on the peg. Craig says, bought me a 6-foot and 8-foot ACC from Crappie Cove today. Craig, I hope you used the wired discount. Please tell me you used the wired discount, saved yourself some money. Hope you did. Jimmy Pratt, 3 dozen. Yeah, boy. Heidi says, I hope Blake has a lot of phone lines. Yeah, I hope he does too. They're going to be ringing off the hook for about, I don't know, a week or so. They will be rolling. Hey, they're ready for it. They're ready for it. I guarantee you. Okay. I use a lot of JT's All Outdoors. I use a lot of dip and glow and give just about all of my jigs a chartreuse tail. Yeah, I've used dip and glow before. I don't use it anymore, but I have used it before. It does stain them chartreuse, that's for sure. Blake says, we will post it on Facebook and our website. Stay tuned. Yeah, guys. So, again, it'll be on Crappie Cove's website. It'll be on the Crappie Cove Facebook page. It'll be on Wired for Crappie. It'll be on my personal page. It'll be on Wired for Crappie Instagram page. You can check all those out, and we'll let you know when they're ready to be purchased, okay? Adam Roman says, I've got 2 bonehead boxes, muddy water box, and a clear water box. Never seen these. I like the color. Yeah, the boxes are really neat. The boxes have an assortment of jigs, and they do have a muddy water box and a clear water box. But some of those colors will transition to either one as well. I've used some of those colors in different in the opposite water clarity for what they box is, but yeah, they're very good baits, and the boxes are great. George Hamby, 97 likes. Come on, break 100. Come on, guys, smash that like button. Let's get up above 100. We got 121 on right now. Come on, guys, smash that like button if you would, please. David Strickland, if you had just one to pick, what's your personal number one go-to head and jig color? Well, David, that's a very good question. I generally always tell people that my number one, sorry, hang on. My 5-year-old is needing me. All right. Number one jig color is chartreuse. The reason being is because chartreuse drives or gets a reaction strike out of fish. Okay. It causes fish to strike at a reaction. So I go with a chartreuse jig head as my go-to jig color. Now, my jig head color. My jig color, I can say this now, is pumpkin and chartreuse is my go-to. I've said that for ever and ever and ever, and I've always got comments back that, hey, we can't get those. Quit telling us that that's your go-to because we can't buy those anymore. Well, now you can. And that would be my go-to. Other than that, my go-to would be black and chartreuse. Okay. So those, I really have two go-tos, and it's pumpkin chartreuse, black chartreuse, but pumpkin chartreuse first. Okay. And grasshopper. I need to start calling it grasshopper because Bonehead told me, they said, hey, Matt, we're getting a lot of emails from people that you're sending to us that are calling it pumpkin and chartreuse, and we call it grasshopper. So we weren't really sure what they were talking about until now we're talking to you. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm calling it pumpkin and chartreuse because it's pumpkin and chartreuse. And they said, yeah, but we call it grasshopper. So tell everybody it's grasshopper so they know what to call and ask for, and they'll know what to call crappie cove and ask for. And I'm like, okay, cool, grasshopper. So we need to start calling it grasshopper. That's, I guess, what they call it. We'll call it grasshopper. And if anybody doesn't know what grasshopper is, then we'll say grasshopper, which is the pumpkin and chartreuse stump bug. Josh said, since it's exclusive to Crappie Cove, they should be able to name it whatever they want on their website. Matt Hopper it is. That's true. They could name it whatever they wanted on their website. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Blake. Hey, Blake. Call it Matt Hopper. Guys, I can't see how many likes we got. You guys will have to tell me, but George Hamby says 2 more and we got 100. 2 more. So I don't know. I know I'm way behind. So maybe we've eclipsed 100. Terry Landry got to run. Hope everyone has a great rest of the week. See you, Terry. Thanks for being here, buddy. If you're still here. What is your favorite color jig head to use with grasshopper? There you go. Chartreuse is my favorite. Right there, chartreuse. That is a crappie magnet double cross jig head. That's a 32nd ounce. That's my favorite jig head as far as color is a chartreuse. Just like that jig head I had here from Curtis earlier that I did something with. Here it is. It's chartreuse as well. So chartreuse is my go-to color for jig heads. Unless I'm using a chartreuse bait, and then I'll go with red or orange or silver or something like that. Okay, come here. Close the door, please. Hang on, guys. All right, what do you need, buddy?
I need your phone for something.
You need my phone? Okay, sit down.
Okay. Actually,
is it going to have sound on it?
No.
Okay, here you go. Sit down.
I just need to show Mom something.
What?
It's something you not need to see.
Okay. Okay, bring me my phone back, please.
Okay.
All right, guys, sorry. All right, so Karen H said 100. Raise the roof. Who's old enough to remember that one? Me. 100 likes, guys. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. George says 100 likes. Thank you all. Thank you guys so much. That's awesome. 100 likes. That's pretty cool. All right, JT. Actually, that's really cool. Not pretty cool. That's really cool. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. I wish that they would make a Cajun cricket color. It's what I was using when I fished with Sarge here on Lake Aquila. The grasshopper is pretty close, JT, to Cajun cricket. So, you need to give it a look anyway. Because it's pretty close. Cajun cricket's a little more orange than it is pumpkin, but they're pretty close. Yeah, I think they would cross over fairly well. Terry says, have you used the brush gliders anymore? As a matter of fact, yes, I used the brush glider when I was with Sarge, and I used a white and chartreuse brush glider. And guys, I'm telling you, I'm really impressed. I am really impressed with the brush glider. I'm going to have it in my boat and tied onto at least one rod when I'm on the lake from now on, because I have been impressed with the brush glider. It catches fish. I will say this, and I told you guys this before. Yeah, I just broke that. So I've told you guys this before. The brush glider was designed to fish this way. Okay, that's how it was designed to fish. I fish it this way, straight up and down, and I'm telling you, it catches fish like that. It looks like a shad. It looks like natural forage, and they whack it. So I've been fishing with that straight up and down, fishing it that way right there, and it has been wearing the fish out. Okay, so all the same colors in those. That's the Moonshine Glow, the white chartreuse, black and chartreuse, the Moon Dust in that color. They're all great. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to be using them for sure more. Marshall said Heidi should get the first pack. Yeah, Heidi should. Heidi is my manager, right, Heidi? James Saunders, what's going on, man? He says, it's been a while. It has been a while, James. Welcome back. Yeah, JT said, please send your manager, Heidi, a pack. Heidi, shoot me an email, info@wiredforcrappie.com. Shoot me an email, and I'll send you a pack. All right, guys, hang on. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Gotta get my drink. All right. So, where were we? Yeah, Heidi, shoot me an email, info@wiredforcrappie.com. George Hamby, what do you do when you have a tournament and the ramp has ice on it? Can it be salted? Yes. Yes, George, the ramp can be salted. I have actually salted a ramp before, guys, to put my boat in. I have done that. I'm that guy. But I have pulled up at the ramp and knew one and nobody in sight. No one even thought about going fishing, but I went fishing, and I have thrown salt on the ramp and sat in the truck for a half hour waiting on everything to melt and back my boat in. Come back that afternoon and salt it again because it refroze to get my boat out. So yes, it can be salted. There is no laws or anything like that against salting a ramp. That I know about in Tennessee. I'll say that. Creole says, what's your opinion on Sakale schooling with other, do I say it right, Creole? Sakale? It's Sakale, right? It's not sac-a-late. It's Sakale. Am I saying it right? Is that Louisiana enough for you? Sakale? I think I'm saying it right. Anyway, schooling with other fish like white bass, skipjack, etc. Yes. Crappie will school. I don't know that they school with. Let me go as far as saying they will school around other species. Crappie will school around white bass, skipjack, etc. I have been on a school of crappie many a times. Caught crappie right here, 5 feet over. Caught white bass. I fished a dock that I could catch crappie on one side of the dock and then move over one set of poles and catch skipjack off the same dock. Move back over one set of poles over and catch crappie. Back over skipjack. I mean, it was that apparent. I mean, it was skipjack, crappie, skipjack, crappie. So yes, they will school with other fish and around other fish, and the reason is I mean, they feel protected, right? So, hang on, I see a super chat. Where's my super chat? Hey, there it is. Creole, what's going on? Thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. Close enough. Thank you, Creole. I appreciate the super chat, buddy. Thank you. And welcome again. I know this is your first live, and thank you for being here. Thank you for being, we call ourselves the Wired Fam. And thank you for being with us tonight, buddy. And thank you for the super chat. It's a blessing, and I appreciate it very much. So back to your question, because I believe that was your question. Yes, they will school with other species. I'm not going to say with, I will say around other species. Let's see. Now I got to find my spot again because I'm way behind. I always get so far behind you guys. All right, so I'm struggling to find my place. I'm really lost now. Richard said wired hopper. I like it. Wired hopper. Man, that's got a ring to it too. Matt hopper, wired hopper. Man, I'm liking it. There's some good stuff. You guys got some content. Let me tell you. Ronnie says, I like that wired hopper. That's pretty good. Somebody said, sup, Chris. Is Chris on here? Where'd he go? There he is. Howdy. What's up, Chris? I was just talking about you. Were your ears burning? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Guys, how far behind am I? I am so far behind. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. All right, we're going to try to catch up. Ready? And break. Let's see. Can I ask a question about ramps? You went out a grasshopper recently. I tried it now that the water is down and couldn't get into boat without getting wet. Secret. Put your tailgate down. Next. If you put your tailgate, come back. Stop. Larry, don't put your tailgate down until you're straight backing up on the ramp. If you put your tailgate down and try to turn sharp, you're going to bust your tailgate up. Back your boat down the ramp. Stop before you get to the water. Put your tailgate down. Back the rest of the way in. Climb in the back of the boat. Get on your tailgate. Step into your boat. Pull your boat off. That'll help you. All right. Next. Blake Hawk said, send some to Heidi. Come on, everybody. Let's pile on. Yes, I'm going to send some to Heidi, Blake. Chill. I told her to email me. She's going to email me, right, Heidi? My manager has got to have some. There ain't no doubt about it. All right. Daryl Coral says he's got some 6 and 6.5 foot ACC crappie sticks in the boat for Saturday's tournament. I like it. Randy Dodd said, what are some of the lakes you're fishing? So some of the lakes I fish, Randy, are Cherokee Lake, Douglas Lake, Watts Bar Lake, Tellico Lake, Fort Loudon Lake, Melton Hill Lake, Chickamauga Lake. I think I named them all. Those are the ones that I hit on a regular basis. I've also fished Hartwell on the channel. I have fished a couple times on Hartwell. Where else have I fished on the channel? Those are ones I can remember right now. So those are the lakes I fish. The ones I fish the most are probably Loudon, Tellico, Watts Bar, and Douglas. No, yeah, well, I fish them all about the same, I guess. Probably if I had to pick one that I fished the most, it would have been Loudon last year. Or not Loudon, Tellico. Tellico last year probably would have been the one I fished the most. This year it'll probably be Loudon because I'm a little closer to Loudon now because I moved. So Josh Sanders says, do you ever chase open schools of crappie that are suspended and sort of roaming? If so, do you still pitch a jig to them or do you troll when you're going after those suspended roaming fish? Yes, still fish for those and used to troll for them. Now I do pitch to them. So pitching a jig at those suspended fish. If most of the time crappie aren't roamers where they're roaming ferociously or very quickly. So generally you can get up on those fish and make pitches to them and keep them in your screen on your live scope at the same time and catch those fish that way. Trolling is great too. You can troll for them, but I've been using live scope for open water fish. What is the best all-around bonehead bait style, not color? Style is the stump bug, Wesley, no doubt about it. In my opinion, as far as the style of bait, a bonehead stump bug is where it's at. Again, that's my opinion. I've used all their profiles. They all catch fish, but in my opinion, the stump bug is number one. All right, let's see. Guys, if I missed your comment, I apologize. I'm trying to catch up. Blake says, hey, Matt, we got 6 foot new ACC rods in this week. Get them while you can. So, guys, check out Crappie Cove. Give them a call. They've got 6 footers. From what I just was told by Blake, or you guys were told by Blake, but they also have some other rods or other links as well. So if you're looking for an ACC crappie stick, check out Crappie Cove. They'll hook you up. And don't forget to use your discount code at Crappie Cove, WIRED, WIRED, right down there in the bulletin right down here. Okay, the crimson bulletin. JT's All Outdoors said, if it ain't chartreuse, there ain't no use. Us laughs. That's funny. Sid said, hoorah. Let's see. Ian says that grasshopper works pretty good on Lake of the Pines too. Yeah, I talked to Tommy Ezel last night, as a matter of fact, and he said, hey, Matt, he said, I was kind of keeping some of those in my box for Lake of the Pines and not really making a big wake about it. And I said, well, I'm going to make a wake about it, Tommy, and we're going to sell a bunch of them. And there's going to be people on lock that just absolutely put them to the test. And he's like, yeah, thanks. I was like, you'll be all right. So Tommy was like, man, I've been keeping that a little bit of a secret. And I was like, not no more. Guys, you guys are cracking me up. Slapbuster said no, Matt Hopper. And Richard said Wired Hopper. Hello. I like Wired Hopper, Ronnie says. That's funny, guys. Maybe we'll put it on the website and just put Wired for Crappie Approved out beside it. We'll call her Grasshopper and put Wired for Crappie Approved. Maybe we can make that work. Approved bait of Wired for Crappie. What do you think? Wired Grasshopper. There's my manager. She's on it. Wired Grasshopper. That's. I'm telling you, my manager's got it, guys. Heidi is my new manager. In case y'all weren't there last week, Heidi is my new manager. We've appointed her the manager of Wired for Crappie. Heidi's on it. She's with us. Right, Heidi? Yep, Wired Hopper. Wesley says he's on Douglas and Cherokee. My wife said, sorry for the interruption. Guys, I'm a father. I'm a daddy. We're blessed to be able to do this on Wednesday nights, but sometimes when the kids need you, the kids need you. That's just the way it is. But that's okay. You guys don't mind, do you? Yeah, Heidi don't mind. See, my manager don't mind. Laura, no problem. He is so cute. Real life Miss Laura. That's right. David says it's real life Miss Laura. No worries. There's a lot of Wired Hoppers on here, guys. A lot of Wired Hoppers. That's funny. Slabbuster says, Jimmy said, okay, we'll get to that in a minute. I love the brush glider. I've wore them out with it. Yep, it's a very good bait. Jimmy says, show us the glider hooked up. All right, Jimmy, I'll do it. I'll do it for you. Oh, where are all my brush gliders? I'm going to have to get more. I can already tell I'm going to have to get more. I've only got like 10 packs. I'm going to need more. All right. Brush glider. Okay. Now, I want you guys to see something right here. Can you see the bottom of that jig is, let's see if I can get it right. See how it's flat? You see the bottom, if I flip it over, you see that bottom is not flat with the tail. The tail is actually sitting kind of on the bottom of that bait. So if you rig it this way, make sure that you rig it with the flat side, that flat side down, okay? You get more tail action that way because it's not laying on itself. All right. So anyway, that's a little point if you rig it that way. But I don't. I rig it like this. So if I'm going to rig this jig, I'm going to bring my hook right down through the center like that. Okay. That's where we're starting her at. Okay. Right through the middle, right through the head, right in the centro. El Centro. It's my Spanish. You like it? All right. And then I'm just going to run her down through there until I get pretty much, this is a number 2 hook. So I'm going to get just about to the base where that tail begins. See that right there, that little button that just get rise, that little rise right there? You can't really see it because of that head. Now my finger's in the way. See where it rises up right there? So we're going to go just about where the beaver tail meets the bait. Okay. We're going to run her on down through here. And we're going to come out right about where the tail meets the bait. Okay. You guys see that? Right about where that tail, that beaver tail meets the bait. Then we're just going to slide her up on there. Shoot. Okay. So that's the way that I'm rigging the brush glider. Right there. Now tell me that don't look good. I need a pair of pliers in here. I feel like my fingers are in the way all the time. Let's try this. That ain't gonna work. Need a pair of pliers. We'll get a pair of pliers next time. Anyway, that's how I'm rigging the brush glider. Cool deal? I see a super chat. Kenneth Pippins. Thank you for the super chat, first of all, Kenneth. I appreciate it, buddy. Matt, at what time will you use a single head versus double rig jig? And what weights? Most of the time, Kenneth, I'm always using a single jig versus a double rig. And I'll tell you why. Because most of the stuff we fish in Tennessee is thicker brush, or you're shooting docks. If I'm casting open water fish, I'll use a double rig. If I am fishing stake beds, you can get away with a double rig. Or if you're vertical jigging straight up and down, you can get away with a double jig. Any other time, I'm using a single jig. And I would say that I'm using a single jig 95% of the time I'm fishing. Because with that jig where you want it, and you can work a brush pile without getting hung watching your live scope. So you can literally work the top of a brush pile or the side or whatnot. If you don't have live scope, definitely use a single jig when you're fishing brush because you're going to be less likely to get hung. So anytime you're fishing structure, I would suggest using a single jig. If you're going to be trolling or spider rigging or something like that, then a double jig is fine. You can use a double jig when you're trolling in open water, no problem. If you're trying to catch suspended fish and you're not on structure, then a double rig works really well. But most of the time I'm pitching or casting a single jig. All right, Creole said gotta go. I'll definitely be back. Good fishing. See you later, Creole. Have a good one, buddy. Let's see. Where are we? There we go. So we got Jimmy with his glider hooked up. Let's see here. David, do you think line size and color makes a difference? That's a very loaded question, David. Very loaded. I will say most of the time, no, I don't. I do not believe in line. I do not believe crappie are line sensitive. However, I do believe if you are in a large school of crappie, let's say you're fishing a large school, then yes, I believe line size can make a difference. And I also believe that line, as far as if you're using braid or fluoro or mono, can make a difference when you're fishing a large school. I've seen crappie on a live scope screen that don't see the line, but actually feel the line go through the water and will run from it. Okay. And I know they're feeling the line because you can feel them hitting your line when you're fishing. Here in Tennessee, and Chris can attest to this because he was here, you can literally, so some of the schools of fish that we have up here, you can't see your jig or your line in them because there's that many fish in a school. We're very blessed. Now they might all be pound and a half fish, but there's a bunch of them. So with that being said, I do believe that line does sometimes make a difference in certain conditions. I have been in the boat with people fishing mono, and I've been fishing braid, and I've caught way more fish than them. I've been in a boat fishing off the front deck with people who have been using fluorocarbon when I was using mono or braid, and they catch more fish than me. So I really don't think that it makes a huge difference. I think in very extreme clear conditions, yes, I think you need to try to use a fluorocarbon or a leader, at least a fluorocarbon leader. I have been using braid with a fluorocarbon leader. As of lately, that's the way I have been rigging up. That's the way I like to rig up. I do feel like I have a little more confidence when I know that the first 3 or 4 feet of my line is invisible underwater. I feel like I'm a little more confident. I think that's more of an angler thing than it is a fish thing, but I feel more confident when I know that the line is invisible under the water. Okay. So, but there's properties of fluorocarbon that I don't necessarily like as a main line. I don't like the fact that it kind of grips itself and you can feel it on your cast. That's fluorocarbon. There's some things about mono I don't like. Obviously, the memory in mono I'm not a huge fan of the memory in mono. Mono, a lot of times shooting docks, you can shoot docks all day and you'll have birds' nests 2 or 3 times a day because it just can't take it, just on and off at a quick rate of speed when you're shooting docks. And I don't like that braid doesn't shoot well under docks. So there's a time and a place for all these different lines, I feel like, and we'll go more into depth one night about the difference and what application I prefer to use what line in, right? So. Steven, what is the best length ACCs to vertical jig and shoot docks with? I would go with a 6 or a 6.5. You cannot shoot dock. Well, you can, but it's difficult. It's very difficult to shoot a dock with anything above a 6.5. I've done it with an 8-footer before and I was in a tournament and I was planning on trolling and then that didn't pan out. Couldn't catch any fish trolling. And I said, I got to go to docks. And all I had was the shortest rod I had in the boat was an 8-footer. So we had to use 8-footers to shoot docks and it was a nightmare. Nightmare. We made it work, but it was a nightmare. So I would say 6 to 6.5 foot if you're going to shoot docks and vertical jig. Let's say this. You can vertical jig with any rod. You cannot shoot docks with any rod. You need a 6 or a 6.5 footer. You ever use curly tail grub or pain tail minnow anymore? I do some. During the spring when the fish are very aggressive, I do like a curly tail. I do like to throw a curly tail over top of brush piles and swim a curly tail. I like swimming a jig in the spring. There's less vertical jigging, less dead sticking, and more swimming, more true casting and swimming a jig. So when I do that, I do like to use a curly tail. Yes. Adam says, thanks for the tip on the brush glider. You're very welcome. Slab Buster says Hartwell looks awesome to me. Hartwell is awesome. Hartwell is a good lake. A lot of fish in that lake. There's black crappie and white crappie in that lake. It is a very good fishery, and I'll be back. That's for sure, because it is a good fishery without a doubt. Joseph Thaxton said good night. He's got to go. See you later, Joseph, if you're still on. If not, hope you see this. Romero Davis, which way do you think is the best way to fish the stump bug with or without the center tail? I'm sorry I'm laughing, but my fishing partner and I, my tournament partner and I, how do I G-rate this? We call it, if one of us is fishing a bait and catching fish and the other one's not, generally the first question we ask, are you fishing with the junk or without the junk? So somebody's going to just shake their head right now. Somebody's got to be at home just going, oh, really? Did he just go there? But that's seriously, that's what we ask each other. You fishing with the junk or without the junk? We generally don't say. You get the idea. You get the picture. So, open mouth, insert foot, right? All right. So, for those of you that don't know what Romero's talking about, there is your stump bug, okay? And there is the center paddle tail right here. So, some of you probably are going, oh, I know what he's saying now. I get it. Anyway, that's a very good question. Which way do you think is the best way? I don't think there is a best way, Romero. I think it's application, okay? So if I want my bait to look big and beefy, I'll leave it in. If I want it to look slim and sleek and have a little bit slimmer profile, and I want those two tails to spread apart a little bit more, see how much more action they have without it in there? There's more action without the beaver tail in there because it's not impeding them from wiggling back and forth. So you get a little more action without it, and you get a little bit more of an open profile without it, and you get a little bit smaller looking bait. So it looks a little bit smaller without it than it does with it, okay? I like to leave it on when I'm shooting docks because it gives me a little bit of a larger profile, which allows the bait to not fall as quickly. The bait does not fall as quickly, I think, with the paddle tail, and we're talking it's a pretty minute difference. But I like to do anything that I can do to keep my bait from falling fast when I'm shooting docks. You got to use at least a 32nd ounce head or you can't shoot it anywhere. You put a 64th on and golly, it's like trying to shoot with a feather. But anything I can do to keep that bait from falling quick, because I want those fish to be able to see that bait as it falls through the water column so that I can get the reaction strike from those fish under docks. So I'll leave it on when I'm fishing docks. If I'm fishing brush, I generally start with it on and then I pull it off. If I make a couple casts and don't get bit, I'll rip it off to see if I can get bit that way. And then I'll probably fish the rest of the day until I lose it without it. So that's kind of my process. JT, Heidi is the most faithful supporter of these crappie live streams that you will ever find. That ain't no doubt. JT, you're not a slouch yourself either, buddy. JT, you're always on too. I appreciate you for always being here too. But you're right. My manager Heidi's always on it. She is always there, and I appreciate her for that. There's no doubt. Yeah, guys, that's a good. Blake answered Steve. Just got them, and website may not be updated. Just give us a call, guys. If you go to the Crappie Cove website and you don't see something that you want, if you see, they don't have a bonehead jig on there, or the ACC crappie sticks show out of stock. There's stuff moving through Crappie Cove so quick. Pick up the phone right there and here below me, right coming across the screen right there. 865-233-3471. Give them a call, guys. Pick up the phone, give them a call, say, this is what I'm looking for. Do you have it? And they'll be able to give you the most up-to-date inventory, okay? A lot of times, even on Wired for Crappie's website, by the way, if you're looking for beanies, hats, or anything for Wired for Crappie, you can go to wiredforcrappie.com, and the merchandise is on there, which we redid the website. I redid the website at wiredforcrappie.com. So if you hadn't been there recently, check it out. Wiredforcrappie.com has got a new look to it. So check it out. A lot of backgrounds changed and that sort of thing. So let me know what you think about the website, but give Crappie Cove a call and they can tell you what they have and if they have stuff in stock. Okay. David, do you think live scopes should be allowed in tournaments? I do. I feel like if you don't allow it in tournaments, then why would guys, a lot of guys wouldn't buy it. A lot of your tournament guys would just say, okay, well, if I can't have it in a tournament, I don't want it on my boat because I have to put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off. And I really don't think live scope does not make fish bite. Let's be honest about that. Live scope does not. Now, does it increase your efficiency? Does it make you more efficient on the water? Yes. Does it make fish bite a jig? No. So I think it's perfectly fine to fish with it in tournaments because it is not going to make fish bite. JT said good night. Blake's heading out. Good night, Blake. Rick said later, Rick. Let's see. Heidi said, I guess I will have to make a trip after all this stuff is over. Yes, you will, Heidi. And when you make a trip, you let me know, okay? George said he's turning in. Good night, George. Appreciate you for being here. I'm trying to catch up, guys. I'm reading some of y'all's comments, just trying to get caught up. JT says, when it comes to line size, I've caught mini crappie on Lake Fork on my bass rigs, 20-pound test with a 1/2 ounce bass jig. Yeah, crappie. I mean, you see that all the time. You see bass guys catching crappie all the time on heavy tackle. So, I don't feel that crappie are line sensitive. Again, I think it's a confidence thing for me to have that fluorocarbon leader on my braid just because I know it's invisible. And I know here's the thing. If you ask the question and there's any if you're asking the question, there's doubt, right? If there's any sort of doubt, if you can eliminate that doubt, it makes you more confident. if you're more confident, essentially catch more fish. So when I'm using my braid, do I think fish run from it? No. Do I think fish will feel it rolling through the water? Yeah. Do I think they'll feel fluorocarbon? Yeah. But knowing that that first 3 or 4 feet of my line is incognito, and here comes my jig swimming through there, it just adds a little bit of confidence in my book. So, like I said, I don't believe fish are line sensitive, but you know, the confidence factor is where it's at. If you're confident, you can catch fish. Matt, do you believe in boiling crappie baits? I've heard it straightens the bait out if it's crinkled up from packaging. So Andy, I will say this. A lot of your crinkled baits, if you use the baits that aren't crinkled and then straighten them out in the pack, they will uncrinkle themselves in the pack once you eliminate or once you take some of the baits out that they're all crinkled with. So if you take some of the baits that aren't crinkled and use them, leave them in there, straighten them out, they'll straighten themselves out in the pack a lot of times. Hang on one second. We'll be back. I just saw a super chat. Mike S. Thank you for the super chat, Mike. I appreciate you. It's a blessing for me, buddy, and I thank you very much for it. Hey, Matt, have you ever used snap swivels, and what size on hand ties? Hand-tied jigs, I like a 16th ounce. I do not use snap swivels, and I'll tell you why. Because I like to have – I fish with a loop knot, which is kind of a lot like a snap swivel. But I do not use snap swivels. I just never have. I mean, it would add weight to the jig head. As you guys know, I fish with lightweight jigs. I like a 16th and a 32nd because I like a slow fall. I like to give my fish time to react to the bait. So if they see the bait up above them and it's slowly falling, fluttering. I mean, when a shad dies, guys, when a shad dies and it flutters down, it doesn't flutter like this. I mean, it flutters. It flutters down in the water column. And they'll see that shad and they'll whack that thing. You know, that's my thought process behind it is I want that bait to flutter just like a dead shad. If you know, if you've had the opportunity to see fish in a tank that have attacked a ball of bait, which I have, then a lot of times fish will run into a school of bait and they will hit those shad, which will stun those shad, and those shad will flutter, and a fish will come up and whack that fluttering shad as he's fluttering down. So I want my bait to flutter. I don't want my bait to drop like a rock, and that's why I use lightweight jigs. But yeah, back to the snap swivel. Snap swivel, I just don't use it. I just tie straight to my jig head. Do you ever use crappie noodles on stump bugs? What's a crappie noodle? I guess not, because I'm not sure what a crappie noodle is. What's a crappie noodle, Donald? Nibble? Are you talking about a nibble? These things? These things? These things taste nasty, by the way. If you guys didn't see where we ate these, we actually ate these one time, and it was a gross. I had to eat the most of them, and they were nasty. No. I mean, Donald, I have a video that tells people how I feel about these, but look, do they work? I think they work, okay? It adds color, it adds profile. Do I think fish smell them? Nah, I don't believe in that at all. I think it adds color and profile to your jig, and I think that's what crappie key in on. contrasting colors. You guys know my thought process behind all that. I won't go into it, but yeah, I use them for the simple purpose of color and profile. Okay. Let's see. Slabbuster says, yeah, Matt is 100% correct about the clear leader. JT, Fishing 101, you have to believe that you are going to catch a fish on every cast. That is exactly right. Exactly right, guys. John C. says, good evening, everyone. Good evening. I guess John's out. Marshall says, good night, all. Good night. Donald said, yes, nibbles. So, yeah, I was right there. Yeah, nibbles don't taste good or didn't taste good. Matt has proof. I tried one. They're nasty. All right, guys. It looks like we got to the end. Still carried 78 people. Guys, thank y'all for sticking with me. I'm just kidding. We got to get some stuff away. Y'all was like, hold up a minute. You said you was going to give away some of them stump bugs. Don't be telling people bye. Hold up. No, I'm just kidding. I remember. All right. Let's give away, we think about 3 packs. Let's give away 3 packs of these. You guys want to give away 3 packs? Let's give away 3 packs. 3 lucky winners tonight. Who wants to win them? You guys want to win some of these things? Somebody does somewhere. I do believe it. All right. That one had some missing. I don't want to give away some that had some missing. Let's see. How are we going to give these things away? I generally ask a question, and the first person that comes through gets. We got 78 people on. So generally, the first person who gets a question right wins a prize. But I've also been told that some people can't get it. There's like a delay. There's a delay in your video compared to others. So here's what we're going to do. Okay. Is we're going to, I'm going to write a, let's see. I'm going to write a number down right here. We're going to do it lottery style. I'm going to write a number down here. We're going to go, let's go. We got 81 watching, so let's go 1 through 81. Don't start commenting yet. Steven already did. So we're going to go 1 through 81. Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm being told a number. Am I being told a number? Laura, are y'all giving me a number? Well, don't say it loud because people might be able to hear you. What do you say? Okay. All right. So I got the first number written down. Go ahead, guys. First person to get the number right will win a pack of baits. How about that? David Strickland said bingo. I see one that's close. Oh, I see one that's so close. Very, very close. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. Karen H. Karen H. 42. Number 42. Karen H. Got it right. Somewhere. Where'd you go? I saw Karen H. I know she said 42. Where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, well, I'm just that far behind. 42. There it is. I knew I seen it pop up, but you guys commented so fast it went away quickly. Let me just double check and make sure that she was the first one with 42. Yep. Karen, send me an email. Let me put my email in here. Info. Crappie.com. All right, there's my email, guys. Karen, shoot me an email with your information so that I can get that out to you, okay? Now, we're going to do this the old school way on the second pack. All right, on the second pack, let's go back up here, get Karen's comment out of the way here, or off the screen. There we go. All right, second pack, guys. Who can tell me? Who can tell me how many parts or how many rounds of video did we do on Hartwell? Who can tell me how many rounds we had on Hartwell? Terry Gear said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, first one I got, Jamie Nelson, 4. That is correct, Jamie. Shoot me an email. Congratulations, sir. Y'all ought to see my family standing at the door right now. They're nuts. All right. Let's see. We need one more. We need a good one. We need a good one. I need a good one. That's pretty funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sis said, hey, Matt, I had 4 before Jamie. Guys, I'm going off the way it comes to me. I don't know. The way it comes to me and the way it comes to you are different because I'm delayed behind you guys a little bit. So if you don't win tonight, I promise we'll do some more giveaways. I promise. And Seth, you won the Christmas giveaway, I think. Look, Rusty sent me a message and said, fixed again. Hang on a minute. Did I miss Rusty? I don't think I missed anybody. Let me look. No, Rusty, I've got you down. Way down. See, guys, it comes to me different than it comes to you, I promise. I wouldn't tell you no stories. All right. So who can tell me, because we've mentioned it before on the live, so who can tell me where ACC Crappie Sticks is having their next ACC Crappie tournament? Their ACC Crappie Sticks tournament. Where's the next one going to be at? Who can tell me where the next tournament is? Last pack. What lake is the next ACC Crappie tournament on? Oh, I seen a winner. Ashley Coffee, Watts Bar. That is correct, sir. ACC Crappie Sticks is having their next tournament on Watts Bar Lake in Tennessee, right here in my stomping grounds. It is going to be fun. So Karen H, Jamie Nelson, and Ashley Coffee, congratulations, guys. Y'all won a pack of the pumpkin and chartreuse, grasshopper, pumpkin and chartreuse stump bugs. I'll get those out to you. Shoot me an email, info@wiredforcrappie. Guys, we're going to call it tonight. I appreciate everybody for joining, for staying on, and thank y'all again for everything y'all do for the channel. It is a blessing and a pleasure to be able to get on here and talk with you guys every Wednesday night. And I appreciate you all so, so much for being part of the Wired fam. If you didn't win tonight, don't worry, guys. We'll give away more stuff. We will give away more stuff. I promise you that. We're going to have another giveaway. And don't forget, guys, still got 66 watching. If we hit 10,000 subscribers this year, share the videos, share the lives. Everybody has social media, guys. Please, please, please. All you have to do is click on that share button under my videos, share them to your Facebook page. Let your friends watch them. Let your family watch them. Let everybody on your Facebook page know that you like what's going on the channel. And when we get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away a guide trip to somebody, one of our subscribers. One of the subscribers is going to win a guided trip with me. So 10,000 subs this year, giving away a guide trip, all expenses paid. You will not have to pay for it. Okay. So 10,000 subs, we're going fishing. All right. Don't forget. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Y'all have a blessed week. Watch the video this week is going to drop. It's going to be a lot of fun. Chris Gill and I, we're going to catch some crappie and some Tennessee slabs. And it's a lot of fun, a lot of good content. Probably going to have about 2 or 3 shows out of it, to be honest with you, because, man, I hate just throwing away footage of good fish that we catch and not letting you guys see it. But I don't want to put together an hour show either, because I know you guys love your 2-hour lives, but I don't want to put together an hour show. So we're going to put out probably 3 rounds of shows for you guys with me and Chris, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So first one coming out this week. Keep an eye out for that. And I appreciate you guys. We'll see you later, and God bless.